Morning everyone. I'm out in the garden again and I'm trying to get my beets in. So where I bought the beets and where I bought the turnip that I planted yesterday was in Southbrook. You just turn off Trans-Canada, go down through the town of Southbrook. You're not 200 feet from Trans-Canada, or 300, and there's a little driveway with a bit of rope across the driveway. And you look in the back garden and there's three greenhouses there. There's an older gentleman there and his wife, and they've been selling flowers and vegetables for a lot of years. So because I was in Alberta and never had time to plant anything early, on my way home yesterday, I dropped in and I picked up some vegetables. So beets, this is a wonderful mainstay in a Newfoundland garden, that is for sure. I grew beets last year. They were very successful, and I think I bottled something like 36 bottles or something. So the thing about beets, when you plant one seed, you're probably gonna grow 3 beets. So just be gentle and work them apart. They're pretty resistant to being separated. I separated all mine last year. One little fella there, and he's not gonna make it. So I separated all mine last year and they done wonderful. So if you're going out in the garden and you're tinning your beets, instead of taking them and cutting them, just separate them and get every one you can get, because that's what we're all about, trying to get what we could get to grow in our gardens. So again, there's 2 beets here. Some people would cut the small one, but I don't know if I'm going to have the luck that Doreen has with separating them, but there's no trouble for sis to separate them. So 4 inches apart is great for beets. And if you want a bigger beet root, then you can set them 6 inches apart if you've got room. If you don't have the room, set them 4. Gotta be spaced. You gotta go space your beets. And in the fall, let Mother Nature take care of them. You don't have to come out watering these guys. They're pretty drought resistant too. Watching the hot weather, they do tend to bolt if it gets really hot. Try to water in the morning if you're going watering. But beets is that resistance. You hardly even need to water them. I was in Alberta last year, never touched my beets, and when I come home, I had a wonderful beet harvest. And Doreen wasn't over as much watering them as well, so they were just left to whatever Mother Nature wanted to do. So if you got your beets already growing, and I'm sure you do, when you go out to separate, just give them a little separation. Like I said, they're pretty resistant to separation, and they don't have separation anxiety disorder. So anyway, from Bob and the Newfoundland Gardener, I'm trying to get everything in the ground that I can. I flies back again on the 16th, so trying to get it in the ground so that Mother Nature could help me take care of it while I'm in Alberta until September. So I see lots of people coming back, participating in the group. It's awesome to see that. We're almost 2,000 strong, folks. So that's 2,000 people growing in their own gardens and being successful, and sometimes, yes, having lots of failures as well. I sifted this soil this morning because one of my beds over there was right full of tree roots, so I had to take it up and get rid of the roots. So I decided to build this box last winter that I'm sitting there, and I haven't gotten quite filled yet. I'm in the process of going and getting some more local soil and going to try to make some super soil. If I do, I'll throw up a video on it. But in the meantime, if you got friends that's into gardening, you can add them to the site. You can throw up some pictures, some things that you're doing in your garden. We'd love to see that as well. Hi everyone, welcome back to Newfoundland Gardener. October the 26th, 2022. It is probably 14, 15 degrees. I'm out here in t-shirt, and I've been coming to my bed that I built last year. I come out to get the beets and stuff out of the bed. I'm going to try to get this bed ready for winter. So, quick tip on beet harvest. Don't cut your beet top really close or it'll bleed out. It'll bleed out all the nice colour. So, it's best to do that until your beets is boiled, and then you'll be able to chop it off because it don't bleed as much. So leave your tops long on your beets. That way it won't bleed as much in the pot. So, yeah, and if you're someone who likes beet tops, then these are really good for you too. If you want to eat them, they're awesome. So, I had beets and carrots in this bed. So the beets they're not all giant beets or nothing. But I got 36 bottles of beets from a bed over there last year. And they're all nice beets. And the carrots that was amongst it, well, this is carrots from my own seed, and I haven't been home to look at them, but just look. As you can tell, that's a pretty darn good carrot. Just look. The carrot's halfway up my arm. That's a long carrot. So the wife has got a beautiful recipe for carrots, penny carrots, it's called. If you'd like to have a penny carrot recipe, this fella's going dancing, all ready to go dancing. So sometimes you strike soil, strike a hard part, and it turns the beet root, the carrot root. So gotta make sure, gotta get more next year. I'm gonna mix this with peat and get it aerated more, because carrots likes aerated soil. So this for me is going over in the compost bin. They're not all giant carrots, you know. Some little ones there, some short ones, but they're all out of my garden. And the beets are not all monsters either, but they'll all make a bottle of beets. So unbelievable the weather we're having. I planted some garlic today. I've never ever tried garlic. I planted some today just to see what happens. This fellow here has been doing great. Oh, I think you took a tumble. This fellow here has been doing great. Look, that's an astrum. Look at the seeds. Look at the seed pods on this. And he's about what I'm going to leave in the in this bed now. It's probably just an astrum. I'm going to collect the carrots up, because like I said, the wife got penny carrot recipe, and for a Newfoundlander like me, I loves my penny carrots on bologna. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do what's in this bed I never had a lot of carrots around here. I just had some. Like there's a carrot. Ooh, right there. Well dug down right there somewhere. There we go. Come on, buddy. There's another fella there. There's a little fella right there. And there's a little fella right there. So, I gotta move my nasturtiums because I sat nasturtiums around the carrots. So next year, I'm gonna add some cow manure, perlite and peat to this bed. But that'll be for next summer. But in the meantime, I'm gonna take what's left in the bed so I could put this bed to bed for winter. That nice beet. Like I said, just giving it a twist. I'll leave the top on so you don't bleed out in your pot. Now, they're not all giants, but they're all edible. And that's what growing is all about. I know it's like you wouldn't believe that this being this late in the year that you can. But a lot of people wait for it to freeze. Beets are really good after a frost, so we've had a couple 3 frosty nights. So I'll fly you over. I'll let you have a look. I mean, it's not the greatest harvest in the world, but there's a harvest from my garden, and that's what growing's all about. It's not all competition. It's just all about coming out in your garden and enjoying the instant soil. And on this beautiful day, leaves are going off the trees. I'll give you a little pan around, have a look. So the nasturtiums are still doing really great. I can't believe it. If you grow nasturtiums, they're edible, and they're good for putting in a salad. So you got a little bit of a, I don't know. To me, they're like a turnip. Tastes like a turnip leaf, but unlike a turnip, they got a little hint of heat on the back end after you eat them. So, like an jalapeno eat. So, yeah. I'll leave my turnip there. So, cabbage is, my lettuce is still doing good. I've been eating that for weeks now. It loves the cold weather. I got some more, a couple more beans. So beans. So if you like to have some scarlet runner beans, and you know a place to plant your beans, then drop a message under the box down below and say I like to have some scarlet runner beans, and I'll pick a name and send some more beans out, because I got piles of them. See? So yeah, if you never ever grew scarlet runners and you want to grow them, just say down below that you'd like to grow, and I'll throw the names in a bag and pick someone just for fun. Anyway, from Bob and the Newfoundland Gardener, it's unbelievable that we got such a great October and having such nice weather. And I get the chance to come out and clean up my bed, leave my nasturtiums until the weather takes them. I'll come out and collect some nasturtium seeds too. So from Bob and the Newfoundland Gardener, let's keep growing on the rock. Let's put our beds to bed for winter and have a good one. Bye everyone.